This video is made possible by our generous supporters on Patreon. Check out patreon.com/NWR for all the details.
Picture this. You press A on your Joy-Con. A stack of roly-poly Tsum Tsums are rolling under each other to entertain you while you wait for the game to load. The screen literally, and kind of violently, explodes with color and sound. Welcome to Tsum Tsum Festival. What is a Tsum Tsum? Good question. For all of our friends who are not aware, a Tsum Tsum is a fluffy, bean-shaped plush toy that is stackable. The word Tsum Tsum literally means stack in Japanese. Enter Disney stage right. Put them together and what do you got? Bippity-boppity fluffy friends. We have nearly all of Disney's characters recreated as Tsum Tsum. Elsa, Pooh Bear, Baymax, Flounder, and even Darth Maul. So why would you want them in a video game? Well, friends, because Disney and Bandai Namco are evil geniuses. Tsum Tsum Festival is a family-friendly party game that allows players to explore a variety of different mini-games. It is the arcade experience brought into your home. You can play air hockey and coin drop, experience the frustrations of curling, and desperately try to time your Joy-Con swing to the tempo of the rhythm game. It's even got a Pac-Man style game with Disney villains as the enemy. For a game centered around the multiplayer experience, it is too bad that there is a relatively limited amount of minigames. Only 12 minigames is a very short festival indeed. Instructions for those minigames can only be found if you play each game separately. If the player chooses to play the Tsum Festival Tour, where games flow one after the other, they will not be given the instructions to the games. This can be a problem in situations where not every player has played every game. While Tsum Tsum Festival can also be played online, the functionality is locked behind Nintendo's online subscription service. Unfortunately, this also applies to the online leaderboards, so you'll need to pay up to get the full arcade experience. When playing portably, you'll also have access to the popular Disney Tsum Tsum mobile game. This game can only be played with the touchscreen and is a spin on color-matching games like Puyo Puyo. It's a nice quick distraction for when you have your Switch on the go. The music sounds almost like classic Disney songs. Every once in a while I would think, oh, is this from Beauty and the Beast? The answer was no. The one tried and true song you cannot miss is the Mickey Mouse song, but it's techno. I found that the controls felt loosey-goosey for games that require the Joy-Con gyroscope. The majority of the minigames require some form of motion controls, and it became unnecessarily challenging to play games like Tsum Rhythm, a barely functional Dance Dance Revolution knockoff, and Ice Cream Stat, a game about catching falling scoops of ice cream in your cone. Fortunately, the minigames are extremely forgiving. Tsum Tsum Festival is not built to produce a competitive environment, but is rather a heartwarming collection of minigames. My husband John and I played most of the games in a cooperative mode because, frankly, it was way more fun. But if you're going to have John on your team for bubble hockey, for the love of Tsum Tsum, don't have him guard the goal.
This video is made possible by our generous supporters on Patreon. Did you know that Nintendo World Report is funded directly by fans like you? When you support Nintendo World Report on Patreon, you get immediate access to multiple exclusive podcasts every month, exclusive Discord channels, an early look at select content, and more, all for as little as $1 a month. Check out patreon.com/NWR for all the details.